loves, welcome back to my channel. I decided today was a good day to just romanticize my life. Since uni finished for summer, I have not been locked in, and considering I'm a biomedical student, that cannot slide. So let's be productive together and get stuff done. I absolutely love this bag. If you know me, you know I only ever use big throw-in bags. I just love being able to have everything with me all the time. And I also cannot leave the house without being absolutely stacked with jewellery. I'm all ready, so let's head out. Before heading to the library, I just wanted to grab a quick little snack. I came across this cute little bakery called Gooey, and oh my god, let me tell you, these are the best cookies I have ever tried. Of course I couldn't leave without a matcha, so I just got an iced vanilla latte. It was such a nice and sunny day today. I'm just heading to Liverpool Central Library because I feel like that's the best place to romanticize a little study sesh. This was actually my first time studying in this library, and I felt like Elwood studying at Harvard. It was such a vibey, moody place to study in like the best way possible. Now, as I mentioned before, I study biomedical sciences at uni. I just finished my first year and I'm going to share some tips and tricks I wish I knew before I started uni. One of my first tips would be to find a style of note-taking you like, and something that works for you, and that you can keep consistent throughout your time at uni. You do not want to be looking at different notes or with different layouts trying to find keywords or definitions scattered around. The style of notes that works best for me is the Cornell method. Here is an example from my notes. I have all the key questions on the left side and answers and key definitions on the right hand side. And then at the bottom I have diagrams and a summary of what I've learnt in the lecture. I find this method is the best when it comes to revision. The layout really helps keep things simplified and easy to look back on. My second tip actually follows from the first, and that is to keep all your notes in one place. Whether that's getting an iPad or a laptop, or even buying folders and putting handwritten notes in there, having one form of notes is the best way to keep things organised and easy to read over. When it comes to exam season, you do not want to be flipping back and forth between piles of paper notes and digital notes on your laptop, which is why I have all my notes on my Notion. I have a full Notion tour on my socials, which you can check out. I'll link it down below in the description, but I take so much pride in my Notion. I spent so long curating a Notion layout that works just for me. In terms of the academic side of my Notion, I have all my different modules for each year, alongside a quick add feature to add assignments and exams. An automatic overall grade calculator where I add my grades for each assignment I have, and it calculates my grades for the whole module. And even a calendar where my due dates get added, which has really helped me stay so organised this year. My third tip would be not to stress too much. Of course, first year is important. It's the time you have to settle into uni life, to get used to the workload at uni, but also to have fun. And that's something you need to always remember. During my first year, I was so obsessed with achieving top grades, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but at times I really felt it getting in the way of my social life, which is when I decided I needed to take a step back from my extremely high expectations of myself. It's important to find a good work/social life balance. You don't want to not study at all, but then you also don't want to be studying all the time. Leading to tip number 4. The way I figured this out for myself was to start making to-do lists. And definitely not those unrealistic ones where I gave myself 50 tasks to do in one day. I made a to-do list which included my main, most important tasks, any assignments I needed to do, any errands I needed to run or chores I had to do. But then I also gave myself small social tasks, It varied from going out to grab some groceries with friends to having a little outing to the riverfront. It really depended on how I felt each morning. But I also added time limits to my work tasks. I did not want to spend 4 hours on a singular task, so I limited myself to a certain realistic time frame per task to ensure I didn't procrastinate. As someone who struggles to stay focused for more than 30 minutes at a time, the Pomodoro method worked absolute wonders for me. And this brings us to tip number 5. Always remember to take breaks between study sessions. Whether it's a small drink/snack or going for a small walk, having a break really ensures you don't get tired or drained while studying, which ensures you stay as productive as possible throughout your study session. Now I'll move on to some resources and websites which I find really helpful, especially if you're a science girly like me. The first app I love is Anki. I know it's so stereotypical, but trust me, it's hyped for a reason. It takes a while to get used to the layout at the start, but once you get used to it, it's probably the best way to revise. Another website I love for all us science girlies out here is YourGenome. It really is going to be your go-to website, especially if you ever have to study genetics. I literally lived off this website during my genetics module. Everything is laid out and explained in such an easy to understand way, which I find really helpful, especially with such a complex topic. Now, I know I've been yapping for so long about all these study tips, but like I said before, uni life is most definitely not all about the studying. It's really important to practice self-care. Being on your laptop or iPad all day long can honestly have a major impact on you, even if you don't realise it. I used to dread picking up my laptop because I associated it with studying and studying only, until I found a few special, really cute websites that help me enjoy time on my laptop. Let me share a few with you now. The first one is called Openwhen. It's such a cute and unique idea. You basically write a collection of letters to yourself that you can open whenever you need. I kind of use it as a digital version of my junk journal, just in letter form. You can write whatever you want in these letters and they stay private, for only you to see. You can also add pictures and even little voice notes, which I love. I just love being able to see special moments from the past and listening back on them whenever I'm feeling a bit down or demotivated. The next website is called A Little Jar of Stars. It's essentially the same concept as the previous website, looking back at memories from the past, but this time it's in the form of a paper star jar. Each little paper star contains a memory. You can also add pictures and notes, and it's so sweet to look back on. Websites like this really help me when I'm feeling demotivated. Being reminded of things I've achieved, big or small, really helps me get going again on the bad or slow days. Social media has really twisted the way in how we perceive our days. For me personally, if I wake up anytime after 9 AM, I feel like I've wasted the day, which is a complete lie. If I don't eat all 3 meals on time, then I feel the need to skip one. These negative thoughts have stemmed off of what we see on social media, comparing our lives to others. I always try to remind myself that a lot of these videos aren't always true, and remind myself that a slow day does not mean it's wasted. It's just called looking after myself, and we all deserve it. When it comes to studying, everyone is different. I see some people study for 12 hours straight, and others not studying at all. I was confused as to why I also couldn't study like that, until I decided to take a step away from how social media portrays studying and figure things out for myself. I experimented with different study times and locations and methods until I found what works for me. And that is the most important thing you need to do before you start uni. You do not want to be experimenting too much whilst also trying to study for your exams. For me personally, studying in public spaces like cafes or libraries alone works best for me. And studying home alone or with friends results in me getting 0 work done. Which is nothing to be ashamed of, it's just how our brains work and they all work differently. I really hope I've helped you guys out and that you take away a few tips I've given you today. This study session was a success for me, an amazing location, a realistic to-do list, and a good amount of motivation. Now it's time to go home, be proud of myself for ticking off everything on my to-do list and having a well-deserved rest.